Hey everybody, how's it going? It is your pal, Sal here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a video that I have just been dying to make for probably my whole life. Well, at least since 2013. So today we are here to review the Britney Spears album, which I'm gonna pull out right here. Britney Spears, I should say, her 8th studio album, Britney Jean, which I not only own on CD, but I also own on both the first Urban Outfitters vinyl pressing, which is pink, and the newest one, which is the pink and blue splatter. This is an album that I feel like I'm here today to give it what it deserves. This is an album that is very personal to me. It was the only Britney album going into my reaction journey that I knew. I knew this and Glory, and this is just an album that is so... It's such a part of my life and a part of in a time and place where everything was, so good, so great. Thinking about this album actually does make me smile. So basically, I've talked about this a few times when I reviewed the original vinyl pressing and when I did my Diva Discovery for Britney Spears, all of which you can check out on my channel. But how I was introduced to this album was simply, I'm gonna take a sip of water here real quick if that's okay, which was originally probably, I believe it had to have been either December 2013 or January of 2014. It could have been either or, I'm not exactly sure. But basically, I was really in the midst of my Celine Dion love and fandom, and I had a gift card for Best Buy, and I really wanted to evolve myself and listen to some other pop artists that I knew were big and like big names. I go to Best Buy, and it was right around the time Britney Jean was released, and I remember they specifically had the standard and deluxe, and this is before I knew how important deluxe editions were. And I think with my gift card, I could only afford the standard version, and I bought it. And I remember I took it home, I played it, well actually I listened to it a little bit in the seat in the car, and we'll detail all that there, but this is, sorry, I gave you a little burp there, but it was an album that I just remember growing to love, and it just, some of the songs just felt so reflective in parts of my life. So I feel like I can sit here and give you guys a good review, one that's critical, but also one that's full of love. So at the time, you guys have to remember, I didn't really know much about Britney, so I didn't learn that this album was universally pretty much hated by almost everybody until a few years later. And I also didn't learn that, most likely, I'm not gonna commit and say that it's for sure true, because there's proof, but it's not concrete enough for me. Basically, the gist is that most likely the vocals on this album, a lot of them are not Britney. There's some girl named Maria something Maya or Marie. I don't know I don't know her. Okay, I know Britney. I don't know Mariah or Marie. You know what I mean. So I'm gonna kind of ignore that. There's only one point where I'm gonna really bring up, I think, the vocals. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that here today. This was an album, like I said, that was universally hated upon release. Just for clarification, it was released on December 3rd of 2013, and it did chart at number 4 on the Billboard 200. There were a total of 3 singles. Work Bitch, which was released under the radio pseudonym, the radio edit Work, charted at number 12. Perfume charted at number 76. And this third and final single, It Should Be Easy, featuring will.i.am, did not chart. This was an album that a lot of people have said that it was just something to pump up in regards to the Vegas residency that was upcoming. And basically at the time it was being promoted as Britney's most personal album, which many people just disagreed with. And to which I say, I agree with that statement. So I think the best thing to do is to get started in going through this album track by track, and just tell you guys my favorite songs, what I love about each certain song, and give some criticisms here and there. So we're going to begin. And fun fact, if you would just watch my Femme Fatale review, I had notes written. I don't have any notes written for this, except for obviously this, but this was for if I was going to react to it. But because I've been waiting to say these things for years, so either way, we're going to go. So Alien, this is the only song where I'm going to specifically talk about the vocals. Basically, we'll talk about the song in a second, but after this was released, there was a leak of a demo of this song, Britney's vocals, and let's just say it was very, very bad. But I'm going to not talk for a second, and I'm going to bring out the iconic Grammy and award-winning Kathy Griffin to say what needs to be said about the demo leak for Alien.
But here's what I like. The song is called Alien, and the non-auto-tuned track sounds something like, there was a time, and you like an alien to the stars in the sky. Look like heaven should high. Not alone, not alone, not alone. All right, you're welcome.
And then this is my favorite part right here.
Now, the reason I don't have to pay money to clear the rights to that song is because it was unidentifiable.
That you can listen to on Kathy Griffin's album, Look at My Butt Crack. It was the last comedy album she did before, her whole little shindig, went down. But I feel like that perfectly sums up it's bad, it's rough. And the version that they gave us on here, which is clearly, I don't think it's the exact same vocal, but there's clearly a lot of editing on her voice. It's a little messy in terms of her vocal, but the song itself stands above all of that. It's just about, feeling so alone that you feel like an alien. And then when you see the stars in that other person's eyes that's also in your life, you feel a little bit of alive again. I think it's a very beautiful song, and it's a very different opening from any Britney album that we've ever got. Because if you think about every album, what it opens with, it's like this big, let me be sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, In the Zone. Yeah, all of them open with these big tracks. In this album, we open with something a lot more subdued, something a lot more that you have to think about. And I think that's why this album stands out to me, is because I feel that I'm a ballad guy, and there's a lot more ballads on this album, whether they be good or not. I just feel like I get a little more variety. I love it. It's such a beautifully haunting track. Like I said, the vocal is a little messy. There's even a part where you can hear where they clipped two vocals together, which I didn't really bother digging out because you have to really listen to hear it. But I love it. I can't lie to you and say I don't. Poor Britney. But I like Alien. I think it's a good song. It's just a shame that demo ended up leaking. All right, track number 2 is Work Bitch. I mean, this is a song that deserved to be a #1 hit. It's one of my favorite Britney power anthems, and what I like about it is that the lyrics are so true. You want these things, you gotta work from them. And guess what? Even if you do probably work for them, you might not even get them, but you still gotta work. You gotta work, bitch. The radio edit is so funny with the, you better work. I love Work Bitch. It's just such a... It's epic. I mean, what more can you say? Track number 3 is possibly my favorite Britney ballad of all time, Perfume. It's easily, to me, the best ballad she released since Every Time. I remember, especially when I listened to this song in the car on the way home from Best Buy the first time, I was amazed at the vocals. And from what I gather, I do believe that the vocals on this one are mostly hers, if that's true, and it's Mariah or Maria or whatever it is, on some of the other vocals. It's a beautiful track. One that I cannot believe only charted at number 76. This deserves so much more. Every time I hear it, it's just so haunting. The bum, bum. I love the little laugh at the beginning that you hear. It's such an it's so intricate in the production. Again, it's her best ballad to me since Every Time. I love this song. It deserves so much more. My God, Okay, moving on to the third and final single, which was, I just realized that Alien wasn't a single. Well, that's bullshit, if you ask me. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Track number 5, It Should Be Easy, or track number 4, sorry. Track number 4, which features will.i.am, who would, a lot of people hate it at this stage of the game. I like It Should Be Easy. The vocals on Britney are way too overproduced, but you know what? It's part of the theme, I guess, if you will. Where it's just like, baby doll, it should be easy. And then I've been thinking, just sitting thinking on why I love you and all the reasons and if I lost. But I mean, here's the thing. Here is the thing. It's like we can go on about how maybe these vocals are too overproduced, but I mean, let's not forget that Scream and Shout was a big hit, and that was just her going, when you hit this in the club, you're gonna turn the shit up. You're gonna turn the shit. So it's like, why can that be a hit, but this can't? I like it. It's a fun little dance track. I think that's what you can say about a lot of the tracks on this one. They're fun little dance tracks. Track number 5, we have Tik Tik Boom, which features T.I. I forgot about that. Which should also, I really do wish, because basically the song is baby make me tick tick, but that's not what, I don't believe, and I never ever will believe that Britney is saying tick, because it sounds like the whole song that she's saying baby make me dick 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 boom dick dick. It sounds like she's saying dick the entire time. You cannot convince me that she's saying tick. Like, I just don't believe that, and I wish that they had played into that and just called this song Dick Dick Boom. I think it's just so funny. Because it makes you think of like a lyric from In the Zone where she's like, I see your body rise, rise, rise. And they could have been like the dick, 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 boom. You know what's coming from that boom. How can you not? I mean, come on. I mean, it's a bop. It's a fun little dance track. I feel like if everything in Femme, Fatale, and Circus was, everything is intricate and a little not overproduced, but it's produced really well. Everything here is just simplified. It's a simplified version of what you could get, and maybe that's why for me everything maybe just sticks out on its own a little more. Yeah. I like Dick Dick Boom, if you will. Track number, I should just rename it to Dick Dick Boom in my iTunes, but that's for another day. Track number 6. I'm gonna get a little sip of water here, actually. Body Ache. Basically, this is like, I wanna dance to my body ache. And then the chorus is just all a breakdown, which is, again, so EDM, so 2013. And it's like, what's the V? It's like, boom, boom, on a whole nother level, you got a one-way ticket. Yeah, I mean, I like it too. I feel like maybe this one could have been a single. I think that chorus is fun. I can't lie, you could dance to it. I mean, imagine being at an EDM rave and they play that. I mean, come on. I mean, then got this one, Till It's Gone. It's actually called Got Till It's Gone. Technically, if you ask me. This one is okay. You'll never know what. It's very similar to Body Ache, where it's like the chorus is just that, but that's Body Ache. What is Got Till It's Gone? You'll never know what you got till it's. Okay, so yeah, but still very EDM. I would lose my shit if that played at an EDM fest. I would never go to an EDM. Oh God, no. But you get the drift. You get the drift there. Okay, track number 8, Passenger. This is the track that makes the least amount of sense. The cool thing about this is that I learned from my friend Harry on Instagram, who's an avid Katy Perry fan. This was written by Katy Perry, and more than likely was intended for the Prism album, but it ended up being scrapped, and they gave it to Britney. I've heard, because he introduced me to Katy's demo, and I liked it. I feel like, obviously the Britney one is a little more finished. But with Passenger, the problem is that these lyrics don't make sense for Britney to be singing. Like, I can't let go of control. I can't let go and not, because especially she's not been in control of her career, since the conservatorship. So it's like, you can't really, it just doesn't make a lot of sense for Britney to be singing this. But regardless of that, it is a nice song. I mean, I kind of think of it, you can take it for yourself too, for sure, especially, like when you think about, I'm a very much in control person, so it's like, for me to find someone that makes me want to feel like I'm a passenger, good luck, that's all I'm saying. But sorry for all this noise that's going on outside, so many like motorcycles and all that. But yeah, that's Passenger. It doesn't make too much sense, but it's a great song, so how can we complain? I'll take another sip, actually. Okay, Chillin With You, I actually have a very, very funny story with. So this is her duet with Jamie Lynn, her sister, and it's a very simple song. It's like, when I'm with you, I'm chillin', I'm chillin'. When I'm with you, I'm chillin', I'm chillin', I'm chill. I like it, especially, 2013, 2014 was like the first time in my life that I was surrounded with a lot of friends. Very different now because I got 2 and they live all the way in Maryland, so times have changed. But in regardless of, like being around a lot of people, that was such a beautiful time in my life, and I miss it. Honestly, it's a little sad. But I did get this song very much when I was younger. I still feel the emotion that I have in me for it. And the one thing that I remember with this song is that, so in this song, Britney says that she drinks red wine, which, kind of symbolizes that she's a little dirtier, a little more adult. And then Jamie Lynn, the younger sister, says she drinks white wine, which means she's, a little younger, a little more youthful, a little more innocent, which is funny considering she was the one that got her show canceled because not that there was anything wrong with being pregnant, but you know what I mean? It's like she was, well, then again, they were both involved in a lot of scandals. Either way, you get the drift there. But I'll never forget, so this was junior year of when I was, no, wait. This had to have been when I was a senior, because I remember the class I was in. I had this amazing teacher, and it was actually the teacher who introduced me to Celine Dion. Her name is Miss Poppy. She's a queen. And I'll never forget being in class, and I think we were talking about symbolism and like symbolism in writing. So this would have obviously been an English class when I was a senior in high school. And I remember, I think we brought up to like symbolism in songs, and I was like, I raised my hand and I was like, in Britney Spears' song "Chillin With You," which on her album Britney Jean, she has a line where she says that she drinks red wine, symbolizing that she's darker, more adult, and then her sister, who's younger and more innocent, says that she drinks white wine, and dorky stuff right there, but it's a good memory for me. Love Chillin With You. 10, Don't Cry. This is one where maybe I tune out a little more. It's not one of my favorites of the album. It's a pretty written song. In the beginning, is that the one I'm thinking of? Don't cry, cry, don't cry. This one's okay for me. It's not one of my personal favorites. And that's the end of actually the standard edition of the album, which is so strange. And also, it's really funny that this is the only album of Urban Outfitters doing their reissues that they released the deluxe edition. I think because the standard one is just so short. I mean, then again, I think both vinyls sound vinyls, and there's 7 songs on each side, so that's kind of cramped, but either way, I like it. Kind of weird closer to the album, but for the standard version, but we only really focus on deluxe versions here anyway. So track number 11, Brightest Morning Star. Now, I love this song. Now, I've said on this channel many times before, I hate children, could care less about them. And I do know that this song is about her sons, but I think because I was younger and this was before I realized I hated children, it latched onto me. But it reminded me of the friends I had. You're my light when it gets dark. You're always in my... It's very simple. I really do wish that for the second, half of the chorus, they'd come up with somewhat different lyrics, but they weren't really going for all that. I'm going to take another sip here real quick. Track number 12, Hold On Tight, Hold Tight, Hold Tight. It's kind of... Oh, no, am I thinking that wrong? It's not all that different to me from... Hang on, actually. Wait, I just want to... Oh, this is the weird one. In the... Hold... Wow, this one's drawing a blank on me real quick. Oh, he comes to me in my dreams and makes me feel and I need to know. Okay, so it's like kind of about holding on to that. Okay, I do like the song, but clearly it's not one of my favorites. That's right there. All right, track number 13, Now That I Found You. This is a... Oh, God, I'm drawing a blank too. Oh, okay. Oh, no. On a shameless night. Okay, so this one is one basically, it kind of is a sequel to Hold On Tight, but now that I found this person, we're gonna be fine, we're gonna be great, we can have a big end. This would have been a fitting end for the album in all honesty, which it kind of is. I mean, that's only the 13th song. It is what it is. Okay, track number 14 is a remix, and I usually don't talk about remixes here, but I feel this one's important to talk about. This is Perfume, the Dreamy remix, and I feel like, I also forgot to mention that Perfume is written by Sia, who's on backing vocals, mostly which you can hear on the Dreaming remix. It's not really a remix, it's the song basically stripped, and it's so gorgeous. Like, the fact that they put it on the album, especially for this one too, so, ugh. It's so good. Oh God. Okay. So yeah, that's the Dreamy remix of Perfume. We love it. We stan it. And there's that. So now, guys, we've gone through Britney Jean, and I'm sorry to say, but I don't get the hate that this album has. I understand that, there's the vocal issue, but I don't know. After listening to especially, the last few albums, I feel like especially, all the way through Blackout to Femme Fatale, there's no moment of like a breath. It's all high energy from the beginning to the end. And this one, I feel that it's a slower album. It's a more, like I said, it's a little more personal. I mean, maybe not necessarily in lyrics. Maybe personal isn't the right term to use for it, but maybe it's just a little more, maybe less heavy, maybe just a little, it's a calmer album, that's definitely for sure. It's not high energy all the way through the get-go. I feel that I do like the fact that there are a little more slower pen songs on here. I feel like that for me is an important thing. I like an album that I can get a little bit of everything, which is something I can't necessarily say with the last 3, and I know that sounds blasphemous. I know. Call me crazy. But for you guys, you have to understand that you grew up, like, Blackout was the album that, like, probably introduced you to Britney, or, like, Femme Fatale, or even Circus, or Britney or, you know, Oops, I Did It Again. For me, this is, I'm probably one of the few people that can say this, but this is the album that introduced me to Britney, and I latched onto it. I fell in love with her and this album. I know that it's not loved, and I get that, but God damn it if I don't love it. Every time I listen to it, it just reminds me of a perfect place in my life, a time of happiness, a time of hope. Especially, you know, being a junior and then into a senior in high school, you have such high hopes for life, and then you find out one day you're 24 years old with a degree in musical theater, and you feel like you have no direction whatsoever. So for me, this album is a source of comfort. I know that a lot of people don't like it, but I don't know. It does something to me. I feel like there's a lot of sentimentality in it. Again, personal is maybe not the right word, but breath could be. Breath, ease, something simple, something sweet for the kid. You can't even really use that term because I wouldn't say this album's like sweet. Well, no, maybe I would. Something sweet for the kids. Which I feel that maybe it was what she needed. It kind of almost reminds me in the sense of Janet Jackson's 20 Years Old. It's something sweet for the kids. She wants to keep it light. She's talked about races and stuff. She's talked about it all. Keep it light. So I don't know. I guess I can't. It's hard for me to be objective when I know that I love it so much. It's just an album that, I mean, as you guys can see, it's right there on my wall. And especially my goal for the albums that are on my wall, it's never like, what do I love? It's sometimes what I love, sometimes like albums that I just love the cover of. Like, especially like It's a Man's World. I only know like 5 songs off of it from Cher, but I do know a good 5, and I love the cover. I mean, so yeah, that's my hot take on Britney Jean. I know that I feel bad. I keep saying this a lot. I know that I'm probably going to get so much shit, but I don't care. I love it. And, you know, there's got to be someone out there who loves this album. So if I'm that one person, I'm glad it's me. Because I'll defend her. And I own. I mean, you can't. And here's the thing, too. That lets you know how much I love this album. I'm a big believer, and if I've got one edition, I don't need 2. But as soon as I saw that there was the clear splatter, I said, baby, 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 I'm getting it. So that's Britney Jean. What do you guys think of this album? Let me know in the comments below. Are you like me, or do you want to murder me right now? You can let me know that too. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this. I apologize that the Britney reaction journey didn't go exactly as planned, but I'm happy I was able to sit here today and give you a little talk about Femme Fatale and Britney Jean. I feel that I'm glad I was able to sit here and, you know, get this off my chest. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey again. It's been fun. You can expect the Britney albums ranked, you know, type of thing. I'm actually very nervous for how to do that because I don't know how to make this my #1 album because it's my personal preference. So I think I might have to ex-nay this one just out of the equation. But we'll see. You never know. So thank you guys again. You can follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, Twitter at Sal Says Stuff, and TikTok at Sal Rocha 1. And I'll see you guys ever so soon. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. You guys are my brightest morning star, so I thank you so much for that. You have a great day. See you soon. Bye.